Thank you very much, Joe. It is truly an honor for me to be here this evening with all of you, to be among such deserving scholars and their families, members of the Liuna Local 837 family, friends, and community champions. I remember very vividly that evening 21 years ago when I was the very grateful recipient of one of the Liuna Scholarship Awards. The event was held at Liuna Gardens on a Saturday evening. I was one of 6 award winners that year. I wore a black velvet dress, had big hair, was joined by many family members who had come out to celebrate that evening, including my mom, Ida, and my dad, Serafino. My dad, a longtime Liuna member, was so proud and walked half a foot taller that evening. I return now to this very special event, this time at Liuna Station, a couple of decades older, wearing a black and white dress this time, hair not quite as big anymore. This time, I'm here to celebrate our new scholarship recipients who are so impressive and an inspiration to us all. Congratulations to all of our award winners here this evening. Tonight is your night. We are so excited to be here because you make us proud. In each of you, we see tremendous potential and hope for the future of our country. As the child of Italian immigrants and a first-generation Canadian, I learned very quickly how truly blessed we are to live in a country that values education equally for both sexes. My paternal grandmother, who immigrated to Canada, never had a formal education in Italy. It was thought at the time that girls didn't need one, and school was mostly reserved for the boys. Despite this, as a young girl, she taught herself to read and to write. Perhaps it is for this reason that she was my biggest cheerleader whenever I succeeded academically. Whether it was when I graduated from high school or university, hers is the smile I remember the most. Her words always so encouraging. She didn't realize that she was an inspiration to me. Her experience taught me how strong a person's quest for learning can be, and that we should never take education for granted. How truly wonderful it is that Liuna Local 837 has been investing in our young students for the last 23 years, encouraging and recognizing scholarship through these annual awards. Thanks to you, Joe, to your board of directors, and the scholarship committee for Liuna's commitment to this tremendous program, and for giving these hardworking and deserving students a step up. Liuna knows, as we all do, that education empowers us, liberates our minds, and positions us for countless opportunities in career and in life. A post-secondary education is, quite simply, one of the best investments one can make. The literature shows that the returns are not just financial. University and college-educated workers have higher job satisfaction, better health, and greater civic involvement. These are tremendous dividends, dividends that are impossible to put a price tag on. After all, how can you put a value on the sheer multitude of opportunities and careers that post-secondary education opens up? Some students enter university or college knowing exactly what career path they want to follow. They dream of being a doctor, a computer engineer, or an entrepreneur. Other students enter without a clear direction. I certainly fell into the latter group. Not quite sure what I wanted to do once I graduated from McMaster University with degrees in languages, I was accepted to Teachers College at the University of Toronto and registered as I was completing my graduate year at MAP. Quite by chance, while I was still at MAP, I noticed an ad for a one-year fellowship to learn about private revenue generation for universities. I applied and received the fellowship at McMaster. What I thought would be a great one-year experience has turned into a very rewarding 18-year career in the charitable sector and the privilege of serving as president of St. Joseph's Healthcare Foundation. The world is full of examples of people who followed diverse, winding career paths, who were enabled and empowered by their education. Roberta Bondar, the first Canadian woman in space, pursued degrees in zoology, agriculture, neurobiology, and became a medical doctor before she was chosen by the Canadian Space Agency to be an astronaut and fly on the Space Shuttle Discovery. Closer to home, our very own Dr. Kevin Smith, President and CEO of St. Joseph's Health System, studied sciences and thought his future was in university administration. He never anticipated his career path would lead him to the helm of one of the largest healthcare systems in Canada. And Rob McIsaac, President of Mohawk College, completed his undergraduate degree in economics and a law degree before spending 17 years in the public sector, and now heads up one of the finest colleges in the country. A formal education, however, is just one avenue in our learning path. Throughout my career, I've learned that one of the most valuable things we can do is to find role models and mentors, to learn from their experience and be guided by their lessons in life. When I started at St. Joseph's 5 years ago, I learned very quickly that our hospital's history is defined by the legacy of the Sisters of St. Joseph, the founders of our hospital. In 1852, 4 courageous sisters from the congregation of the Sisters of St. Joseph in France came to Hamilton and began to work for the poor and needy residents of the city. Working in railway sheds near the Hamilton Harbor, they risked their lives to care for the sick and dying victims of cholera. In 1890, as the Hamilton area grew, the courage and vision that brought them to this community soon led them to establish St. Joseph's Hospital, then just a 25-bed hospital on John Street. Imagine 4 women at that time, 4 sisters who created the foundation for one of the first organized healthcare systems in Canada, who persevered through difficult times and followed their values of dignity, respect, and service for all. Role models in the truest sense. 120 years later, their legacy of caring continues as St. Joseph's, now a 3-campus academic health sciences center, serves the healthcare needs of more than 2.5 million residents of this region. A number of studies of accomplished individuals have reported that after education, mentors are the second most important factor in their career success. They are your coaches and your cheerleaders, helping you believe in your own potential. Our mentors are all around us, in our families, in our workplace, in our communities. They sacrifice much, always show a commitment to going the extra mile, are guided in their actions by their values, and teach us how to be leaders. One of the most compelling statements I've heard about mentors is that effective mentors are so unshakably convinced that we have greatness in us, and their vision of what is possible is so clear and powerful that they wind up convincing us too. Mentors also understand that with education and leadership comes responsibility, a responsibility to serve and give back. Look at some of the truly remarkable people in our community. They get involved in causes they believe in and lead by their actions. They volunteer, serve on boards, provide support, mentor youth, and share their skills and talents. As former U.S. President Clinton told a graduating class at MIT in 1998, as the years pass, your generation will be judged, and you will begin to judge yourselves, not only on what you do for yourself and family, but on the contributions you make to others, to your country, your communities, your generation of children. When you turn your good fortune into a chance for others, you then will not only be leaders in science and industry, you will become leaders of America. To our scholarship winners tonight, Danielle, Christina, Randy, Ryan, Trevor, Sony, Danny, and Amber, as you continue your education and engage in lifelong learning, your community will continue to rely upon you to build a stronger community, a stronger Canada, and to be an ambassador for this region when you are abroad. We need your vision and leadership. And so, my friends, as you pursue your careers and dreams, I have 3 wishes for you. That you may be guided by your values in all of your decisions, that you may live your life so that the world can benefit from your mentorship in the future, and that you may always be surrounded by your cheerleaders in life. Congratulations again, and thank you.